Hey Larry, here's the cast, baby.
Are you serious?
Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's cool as hell.
Correct.
I got the gear out yet.
All right, second cast.
Good job. Let's go. Larry, you know it. I found it. This way, boo boo. No.
Show them to the press.
The reigning defender.
Then high school years where kids should be picking up a trade and learning things, because at 18 you're a man and you can go to war and die and smoke cigarettes. We have them still in high school doing fucking nothing.
When New York implemented universal pre-K, do you think that was a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean,
The general idea is, like, I think institutionalized learning systems are wrong. And it's possible to have them, I suppose, but typically they're always going to skew towards failure that's prompted by government money. And what ends up happening is, instead of saying, this failed, let's stop funding it, the government says to the taxpayer, we're taking it from you by force. And there's
I got him. You know I do.
If a system is broken and it can't fail, and the taxpayer is forced to pay for it against their will, like, that's fucked. We've got kids suffering, and the government, and then you get teachers' unions who will never let the system down.
I didn't sign off on funding Israel and the project on Ukraine.
Exactly.
Yes.
Funny that if I adopted it to work and survive, we should get rid of it.
I agree with you that someone needs to change and there needs to be more practical life skills taught. I could have benefited from that.
There used to be that.
Finance, shop.
Oh, okay. Pardon me. Sorry. So my question was directed to Libby because this has been something that I've heard her say on quite a few episodes. Do you think
I support the community that works.
be able to have
Support your local community. Otherwise, we're going to lose these bait and tackle shops.
You know, if your body
And everybody
can do
that's
that,
into
right,
this.
do that, and that's amazing.
That's important.
You can't.
Yeah, I tied up a bunch of stinger hooks the other day.
To have a volunteer surrogacy situation, an altruistic surrogacy situation, a commercial surrogacy situation very easily can and does lead to baby factory type of arrangements where you have a woman who is contracted to rent her. Certainly advocates for sex work would say that is true. However, there are substantial differences.
Larry's fish just came up on camera too.
Which also I'm not in favor of.
You?
But the reason that I'm opposed to commercial surrogacy is because I don't think an industry in baby making is a good thing. I don't think that is a good thing. I typically do that, but it's misconstrued. Yeah.
Get the bring the weed out here.
Can I grab this? I don't know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Khan is going to allow Adam Cole, one-legged man who just underwent 2 ankle surgeries, to step in for MJF, who has a leg injury himself. Apparently can't wrestle, or is not allowed to wrestle, but it's okay for Adam Cole.
Let's go.
You're wondering, well, that doesn't seem to be very highly articulated, crack medical staff. Turn your brain off to that part of the story. And if you can, I understand. It's an individual's way. Happy, predictable, and everyone. Simone back to the good end. Hollow to have a stellar man. A long line of stellar men. That's what the Space men have around the year with Ryan Anderson and Adam Cole. Last night. MJF has put together an incredible body of work in the ring. The best of his life, I still think that he had Adam Cole. It certainly felt that way to me watching that match. There were a lot of moments where they were wanting to make some hesitation by Adam Cole to get involved, or he was going to hand over the ring to MJF. Jay White with his ROH tag team belt, but again, he hesitated.
Hall of Fame concert at the Snowman. Here is planning to do this holiday season. Buy tickets now at TSO.com.
Why don't more infant formula companies use organic, grass-fed whole milk instead of skim? Why don't more infant formula companies use the latest breast milk science? Why don't more infant formula companies run their own clinical trials? Why don't more infant formula companies use protein proteins found in breast milk? Why don't more infant formula companies have their own factories?
Did you see that one?
No, I was hitting the buttons.
So we made ByHeart.
But I heard him.
Ring of Honor taping. That is Ronda Rousey. Here in the
This guy is called Little Rocket.
going to be airing on Ring of Honor. Ronda Rousey is not one of them. A RPW insider in a match taped for Ring of Honor TV. The debuting Ronda Rousey and Marina Shafir defeated Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena and Billy Starks. The finish was Athena
Let's not forget
Sean Rousey. The referee would not count the finish because
At least I got nice ones.
Slippers.
And there's some other post-show scrum updates from Tony Khan regarding the Continental Classic. This is their version of
Shit. There.
Now we know, because we didn't know up until this point exactly what the stakes were.
Good one. Stay with me over here. We're gonna do this one right up front. It's a good fish shot. He's a runner.
Tony Khan noted that the title is going to be defended throughout the year in AEW, Ring of Honor, and in New Japan.
Should we come and
Whoever
help
holds
out?
it when the next Continental Classic starts will be automatically entered into that tournament. And the matches are going to be round-robin style, 2 groups of 6 competitors, so 12 total. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and no points for a loss. He compared the scoring system to European football. He said that nobody will be allowed at ringside and no interference will be tolerated. Why doesn't he enforce that rule all the time? There will be no outside interference in the Continental Classic, but the rest of the year is okay. Have at it. There's nothing I can do about that. My hands are tied. On Dynamite Wednesday night, a match that saw Ibushi match, he was hitting people with a pipe.
Color. Yeah.
I'm not sure hitting is the right word for it. Maybe brushing by them. I might be more like it. Brushing them like a feather. Before being clotheslined off the bike by Brian Cage and nearly having his neck broken. And then later on, he took a tombstone pile driver from Kyle Fletcher off the apron through 2 chairs and a sign that was placed across them. And Ibushi was the first one back to his feet of the two. Like it never even happened. Just beyond idiotic. The Paul White spot, Paul White was back. Paul White was in the match. Did a spot where Powerhouse Hobbs body slammed him onto the hood of a car. They were standing on these like elevated, I don't know, pallets or whatever they were. Out of the parking lot somewhere. It's not like they were on the ground. And he picks this guy up, barely gets him up. It was still impressive that he got him up, but he picks up Paul White and body slams him on the hood of a car. Here's a guy who barely doesn't hit on he agrees to be slammed onto a car. But hey, the company got a 6-figure payoff for that sponsorship, so they got what they wanted out of it. Everything else began. They got what they wanted. I don't think he actually signed this week.
What else?
Unless he had a verbal agreement and only put pen to paper this week. Because last month he gave an interview and he said that he signed with AEW the day they brought him in for Blood and Guts. That was in July. He said he didn't want to sign unless he got the deal that he wanted that would allow him to still live in Japan. I'm sure Kenny Omega had something to do with that. If there were any strings that had to be pulled, I'm sure he pulled them. This is clearly not the same company.
Got him. Hanging on to him tight too, baby.
His matches, you know, they've protected him so far by having him in tag team matches. All 3 of his AEW matches have been tag matches. 3 on 4. Some of them more. I think Blood and Guts was 5 on 5. There have been some 4 on 4s, 3 on 3s. That's exclusively what he's been in so far. When he first came back, what did I say? I said he doesn't look healthy. He doesn't look like he's 100%. I thought he was still hurt.
Maybe 26.
He has since admitted that he is still hurt. He's clearly lost the top speed on his fastball. I don't know if we'll ever see that Kota Ibushi. I just hope that he can get back to a place where he a little bit of a lower price than was announced. Only $641 million instead of $670 million. Where do I go to donate to the man's GoFundMe campaign? Nonsense. The most important thing is Endeavor giving Triple H full creative control and keeping the leash on Vince. Got shelved by Warner Brothers Discovery in favor of a tax write-off. This is the 3rd time now that Warner has pulled this shit, but the first time with a movie that was already fully completed and was testing very high, said to be in the 90s with audiences that saw it. People wouldn't trust these people. But I don't know why anybody would work with them and trust them. But what other countries that they don't usually run have a good size arena that they could use, right? Maybe a show in Italy. I know they were really hot there for a while. I don't know if the product is still as hot today in Italy. Like a PLE in Rome or Milan. I think that would be nice. Now, WWE is said to have interest in a major name from New Japan Pro Wrestling. No, it is not Will Ospreay because that's off the table. This comes per this week's Wrestling Observer. Meltzer says, we've heard some talk lately regarding Kazuchika Okada. Obviously, they've had interest in him for years, but he's always been loyal to New Japan. The pitch is that he's now 36 years old, and Okada has never done. He's done everything he can do in New Japan. One person who buzzed us about the renewed interest in Okada said that one of the reasons Nakamura is getting this regime is not going to treat Japanese like the stereotypical children-like role, although Tozawa is still playing that role. Because Vince McMahon does that with people who don't speak fluent English, but this is a new regime. Okada is a name always brought up, but there's no indication there's anything new to this other than there has been more talk of it as coming. Hey, maybe we found the man that Shinsuke Nakamura has been asking for on TV. Maybe it's not Randy Orton or somebody else. Maybe it's Okada. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Survivor Series? Nakamura is standing in the middle of the ring and we hear the coin drop. find out WWE worked out their own little agreement with New Japan. But you know, I love how the report says there's a lot of interest in Kazuchika Okada. Yeah, they would be fools not to be interested in bringing in one of the best. Is she an actress or a voice actress? She has some kind of career in the entertainment industry over in Japan. I know the two of them just had their first child last year. I just don't see him moving to the U.S. It's like Ospreay for years, right? Saying he didn't want to leave and have to move to the U.S. He wanted to stay right where he was. That was probably one of the things working against him going to WWE. I just cannot imagine Okada picking up with his family and moving to the U.S. and having a run in WWE. To me, you know, he's like Tanahashi in that regard, where I just see him as being a New Japan life. I really don't see him ever leaving.
Yeah, I got him in the belly.
So you're going to hear maybe some more talk about there being renewed interest. There's a difference between interest and there actually being some concrete conversations going on. I'm sure they've had interest in him for a very long time. They would be fools not to. Was asked about the possibility, or brought up the possibility of The Rock wrestling at WrestleMania. Yes, absolutely. I think Ross and Marshall, I think they're going to end up in NXT.
All right, show up. I'll see you. No. Catch on next time.
That's something they didn't have to worry about much when they weren't at all. Most recently, but they're free agents now. And they have since relocated to Texas. They're now living in Hawaii. They've only wrestled once in the last year, so I don't know how serious they are about signing a deal with anybody right now. If they go to WWE, they're going to have to spend time in NXT. Especially the longer it goes that they're not actually in the ring. But I would absolutely expect a lot of tie-ins with the Iron Claw movie when it comes out. Maybe that could even lead to AEW bringing them in. But MJF has a role in that movie. He plays Lance Von Erich, Fake Von Erich cousin. And he's also listed as an executive producer on the film. So they're going to promote it. If my world ends with
Larry.
No way.
I go on.
Oh, Shelby.
Kumar from Sheffield, England. Would a class of Paul Heyman, Lex Luger, and Bray Wyatt be enough for next year's Hall of Fame? Or would people inducted in it? I think that they should headline with Bray Wyatt, and I think it's perfect because Philadelphia is where he returned in Extreme Rules last year. And he got that huge ovation. So I think it would be a very appropriate place for him to go in. Paul Heyman should go in Philly. I think that would be a good place as well. I don't know that he wants to. It may not be his choice. But he should go in. I would love to see Brock Lesnar do the induction. Because how wild would it be to see Brock Lesnar giving an induction speech for somebody else at the Hall of Fame? But they could also have Roman Reigns do it. Either one of them would be a big enough name. Lex Luger going in, I think, would be fine. It would just feel wrong for him to be in and not Elizabeth.
Have a good one.
But putting them in the same class, though, I think that would just be a terrible blow.
Nice.
And I would add to that too, Icon, to make that situation right before it's too late. Batista still has to get his induction. William Regal will absolutely go in. Neither of those have to be next year. SmackDown due to advertising not being strong when it comes to wrestling. I was wondering, let's say WCW and put WWE
But it's stuck.
do you think that they would get canceled? It's no secret the higher-ups in Turner would be after they closed. Would a new major federation rise, or the territories would make a comeback? Or wrestling would not have ended altogether. Wrestling will always be around some form of finish of honor, and they would have been the de facto big promotions. You would have had plenty of independence. Now, would either TNA or Ring of Honor have risen to the level of the WWE if WWE ceased to exist? No. No. I don't think that you would have ever had another promotion. I don't want to say ever. I think if something like AEW would come.
What?
Shake your ass out of bed?
Oh, I can do that.
Well, then what?
I don't know, maybe.
Should I hit record?
me a decent place. You rub your shit on me. Like that, tell my wife. Jig I bought off. Then I started catching. That's my PC. Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. Nice one, bud.
Oh my god. Motherfucker.
Yeah!
Holy fuck. Hey, fuck me. Fuck. Holy shit.
This guy got a hose.
Fuck, dude.
There was GB.
Oh my god, that's nothing. That's 58. Holy fuck.
Danielle. Danielle. Hey! Daniela.
I know, man. No doubt there's fish caught here tonight.
It's all murdered out. Come on and get it, baby. Yeah. Hit the button.
You got the net?
I got that. No, you.
Hi, a whole lot better than you.
You done?
Huh?
You done?
Nah, I just drew 4 back already. It's a lot more shallow here, so I wasn't sure how far out you guys get. Fucking send it.
But I mean, here, that's how far you throw. I don't know. Right?
You're way out there.
Where? No, that's the fake fish. That's the fake fish. Do you feel it? I got you, Will.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Baby. Dude, that kind of felt like it, to be honest.
Gangster shit. I'll come around. How you doing?
We should do it with the light.
The bridge in the back. Oh, sweet.
I'm the murderer.
The car's disgusting. Chains. We off the chain in Detroit. How we do it. How I do it. We catch them. Just saying. Okay, last cast. Oh, she took my other fishing poles. That was last cast. Last cast. This was it. I'm calling it for me.
Alright, I'll do the same thing then. Did I cross you?
Probably. If you did, it's not my last cast. Once again, the official last cast. This is it. Throwing it to Canada.
There you go, there's the big one.
Yeah, see that. Did y'all measure it?
It's 627.
Nah, really?
And just under 7. Yeah, I got it. Pretty big. You got it.
That's a wrap. That's how it goes in Detroit.